Welcome to the Gravity Cancel Podcast.
Let me know when you're ready.
This is just so goofy.
This is weird.
It's really fucking weird. There have been multiple moments this weekend where I've just been like, this is so fucking weird. He's a real person. This whole time he's been a real man. They're like weirdly close.
This is where you had the chair. Hello and welcome to episode 46.
Welcome to the mother.
Why'd you ruin that?
It's just,
That was so good.
It was so mid. It was so mid.
Now I'm overthinking
No,
it.
I can't stop.
Hello and welcome to
Stop. You had it.
Lock the fuck. Hello and welcome to episode 46 of the Gravity Cancel Podcast. Please stop.
Oh my God.
The problem is, I start talking, and I see Rox start to laugh, and then I can't continue.
We're just going to start there. Welcome to the podcast. We're
Hello
struggling.
and welcome to...
We're supposed to redo the intro.
Well, I don't know where to look.
You need to lock the fuck in.
Hello and welcome to episode 46 of the Gravity Cancel Podcast. We are live from Atlanta.
In person.
In person. First time ever. This is Rox. I'm Sergeant Spaycakes,
Howdy.
and we are happy to be here.
Oh, so happy. BCX is officially over once we started recording this.
Well, it was over about 3 hours ago.
Well, yeah. We had to make chili.
We had to make chili. We had to make chili and get Rox a diamond. Rox is officially a 1v1 diamond player.
Our good friend Josiah got me diamond. In the top, this man got me from the gates of platinum to diamond in the time it took us to make a pot of chili.
Faster than it took us to make a pot of chili.
Yeah, I think, did he drop a single, he dropped one game, right?
Yeah, one game. You couldn't do it
Where
in
did you find these
3
cracked
years.
people that we're staying with?
The Reddit. The subreddit.
Reddit.
Yeah. Just the Reddit.
The Reddit.
Not the subreddit. The Reddit.
We also have the lovely lover lady.
In the building.
Second time on the podcast.
Is this the part where I pop in?
Pop
If
in!
you want to, you can pop in. Hit us with a dab.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands from everybody's favorite Brawlhalla r/Brawlhalla moderator.
And this is the Airbnb. This is Ralph's house. So Ralph,
Yeah, welcome to Ralph's house.
Ralph, if you're a fan of the podcast, thank you for your support. It's a lovely house. So Rox, overall, this is your second BCX.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts? How does it compare to last year?
Well, so I really didn't collect the thoughts on this to really just like let it rip. And it's so weird.
It hasn't sunk in yet.
It's so bizarre not having like, okay, show notes are up here. The
right here.
game's open. There's a little bit of game music playing in the background. This is so weird.
We're out of our comfort zone.
This is so weird.
We're way out of our
Bizarre.
comfort zone.
I've looked at this man multiple. Like I'd be eating a cheeseburger, and be like, "That's the guy. That's him right there in the flesh. I could flick him in the forehead if I wanted to." So weird. We had the most awkward hug when you walked in. Like I went for a hug, and I feel like you were going for like.
No,
a
I was going
handshake.
for a hug.
Oh well, I don't
sure.
know. Maybe it was just the real boy over here.
Yeah,
that fucking.
you were taken aback by my beauty.
It was beautiful bald head.
So better or worse?
But yeah, so there were parts that were better and parts that were worse. Well, I wouldn't say worse. It was just like
Different.
It was so
different.
weird because last year was my first BCX. Walk in and you kind of expect more or less the same thing, and it was much more open, the floor. So like last year, there were a lot more of, the curtain wall behind the merch store.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of that, almost like turning it into a maze, to where you couldn't, not like a deep maze, but you couldn't see everything by like doing a panorama.
Yeah.
Right.
You were kind of like, what's behind that wall?
Exactly.
The arcade cabinets.
Yeah,
which weren't
like-
there last year.
Like if you were over, that was a cool addition, even though I never touched any of them. You guys, what was the arcade game you said?
Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi?
Dude, Crazy Taxi's so fun. It's an old Sega game. You just drive around and pick up people and then drop them off at their location. Lots of weird marketing plugs. Like there's KFC in the game. There's Pizza Hut, a Levi's store. It's like why did they put those in there? And it's because Sega is a marketing genius and probably got paid to put those in there.
Yes, marketing genius. Still in business today.
Still in business. But yeah, so they had the arcades this year. That was new. I'm talking like I was there last year.
Yeah, I was like, what is he doing? Like, let him cook. Let him cook. But so that was there. One thing that wasn't there this year, which understandably so, was it was just, I thought it was the coolest thing, but it was something that people walked by for the first time and was like, wow, this is so cool. And then they forgot that it was there. But it was just a TV set, like a long monitor, and it had Ulgrim just like hitting like a blacksmith, an anvil, if you will. Making the new weapon, and it was just like
last year.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about this year.
No. That's something that was there last year, but not
That's
this year.
cool.
It was awesome because you'd hear it in the background, like when you're walking around, just Ulgrim in the back making a weapon,
Beating on some boots.
just beating on it. And then I want to say next to that, there were like people doing like caricatures and stuff, or like photoshopping your head on Legends. I don't know. I didn't really mess around with it, but I think other than that, everything was the same. It was just the layout was a little different.
Yeah, it felt very open in there, which I don't know if I liked or not. It was, there was a lot of stuff to do, but it was very spaced out, so it felt empty.
It did feel a little empty, but I feel like the crowd was the same that it was last year.
Same size.
I genuinely feel like it was just the layout of the room that was much more open.
Because there were no curtains, and it wasn't a maze.
Yeah. And across from the Ulgrim thing, I want to say there were couches set up, and were there multiple TVs set up, Jacob, last year for like the free play area? It was like Xboxes or something.
There were 4 Xboxes.
Yeah, that's right. So like super casuals would just be over there fucking playing around. So that's something that was not present.
Did they have the second free play station? Because they had the free play computers outside of.
They didn't have that. I assume that's the replacement.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they still had free play the same way that they did last year, basically. Except it was on actual PCs instead of the Xboxes. So our experience in the tournament, we played 2v2 the first day and got stomped.
Shit on.
I actually have completely blacked that out of my memory. I don't even remember who we played.
The TA or TO for Pro Brawlhalla?
Pro Brawlhalla, yeah.
Shit on us. Defecated. Just all over us. I'm still upset.
Yeah, we lost all 3 matches on that one. And then the second group, we played Mario and Luigi. A guy in a red sweatshirt and a guy in a green sweatshirt.
You know, we could have just had their names pulled up in the bracket. But we didn't think that far ahead.
That's less important. Who also proceeded to shit on us. I had more fun in the second match than the first match.
Wow, because the first match was Artemis and Orion? Is that why you didn't have fun in the first match? That's why I didn't have fun in the first match.
Not fun.
Oh, that was rough.
And they were just better than us.
Yeah, a lot.
I would say about 85% of the people there were better than us.
I don't know. I got some dubs in that one bracket, that 1v1 bracket.
The problem with 2v2 is that we were not locked the fuck in at the same time. So
we've also been saying locked the fuck in all weekend.
It's been the catchphrase of the Gravity Cancel Airbnb, and we are sharing that with you now. That is the new phrase of Gravity Cancel Podcast. But 1v1s.
Was that the title of the episode? Locked the fuck in?
That isn't what I named it in the show notes, but I should have.
Okay. All right.
I know we don't ever disclose our show notes names because those are the secret.
I usually just copy and paste them.
Yeah, I know you do. 1v1s. So your 1v1 experience was way more fun than mine, I think.
It was a blast.
So we'll start with mine. First setup, I'm on row 6, which isn't going to mean anything to anyone watching this unless you were there. Station 2. And row 6, station 1 is to my right. And I sit down, and I'm waiting on Cheese Grater, my opponent. Cheese Grater does not show up for like 10 minutes. Tio comes over to me, he's like, hey, you can warm up if you want. I'm chilling. He goes, okay. Walks
Man
off.
had the gall to complain about what land feels like. I did the same thing. But we didn't show up early to get used to land.
Yeah. I would have still complained about it.
We had two 2v2 matches, and that's all we knew of how land felt.
That was warm up for the 1v1.
We showed up as the matches started.
Yeah.
On us.
As we should.
On us.
So Cheese Grater fails to show up, gets DQ'd, ruins my 0-2. So I'm now 1-0. The importance of Station 1 being directly to my right is I'm watching one of the two people that I'm going to face. And I am just amazed at how they're playing. And then I proceed to get shit on by them.
Would you say that they were locked to the fuck in?
They were locked the fuck in.
Alright, that's what I like.
So now I'm 1-1. I still consider myself 0-1. And second matchup goes just as poorly. I get 0-3, and I am now eliminated and free to do whatever I want the rest of the weekend. How was your 1v1?
A lot more fun than that. So I'm gonna go crisscross applesauce. I probably look weird as hell on the camera, but we can't see it anymore because we kept fucking laughing at ourselves every time we try to do a fucking intro. But anyway, so my ones started off not very strong. Sat down with the guy, and don't know the guy, can't remember his username. I remember the face. We sat down. I'm the first one there. I'm ready to play. I'm got my button check on. He shows up, and he's like, "Hey man, you don't mind if I like my friend's on stage playing Boomy right now? So you?" And I was like, "No, fucking watch it. I don't care. Fucking take your time. Fucking watch. Your friend's playing Boomy right now." Turns out it was Flower who beat Boomy.
Took him into loser's bracket.
Shitted on him, if you will. But anyway, he was a fun match to play. I feel like if I was locked in, we'd be more even. Like he just kept like edging a little bit ahead of me. I was not locked the fuck in. I was having a good fucking time. I was trying to make people laugh. So I lost. The next one, this kid sets down and just goes, "Just so you know, this is a free win." And I was like, I said that to the last guy. This is also a free. He's like, no. I don't play this game. I came here with friends. They just wanted me to enter for the codes. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then he locks into Orion, and I was like, fuck.
Fucking liar.
Fucking liar. And that shit on him. I 3-0'd him. And then the next guy was really funny. So we sat down. No. I gotta back it up here. So I know what station we're playing on. So I show up to the station. He's already playing on it. And I was like, all right, the winner of this match, I'm gonna play. And I'm trying not to like watch it a whole lot. Like I'm trying to watch other ones because I don't want to be that guy that's like watching.
Oh yeah,
watching you play so I know how you play.
Yeah. I want to be surprised.
Yeah,
a little bit.
But the funny thing is, the guy that I eventually played. So he's sitting here, quiet as a mouse, playing. Other kid, hood on, locked in. His mother is over his shoulder recording the whole match. Quiet kid.
You just knocked over Frederick Douglass. What to be the slave is the 4th of July.
We'll get to that later. This kid's locked the fuck in and just embarrasses this guy in front of his mom. He stands up, takes the hood off, and I guarantee he walked around the corner and said, "Mom, delete that video right the fuck now." So I sat down. I saw that he was playing Rayman though. So I thought, this kid's kind of quiet. He looks kind of nervous. He just trying to win. He's already in loser's bracket. And I was like, I don't expect to be on stage anytime soon. I'm surprised I won one match. So I hop in. He locks into Rayman. I lock into Rayman because I play a little Rayman. And
did you only do that because he locked into Rayman?
100%. We start playing because I already hatched like a funny idea in my head. Halfway through, he hits me with a Rayman sig. Like we're like on the second stock, deep in barbecue. And I just go, fucking Rayman players, dude. Can't fucking stand them. And then like he's like starts giggling. And I was like, oh, that's I got him now.
Yeah.
We having a good
right
time.
In the pocket.
He's getting, because like kind of going into it, I was like, this guy looks fucking nervous as hell. So let's try to like make him lighten up a little bit. Yeah. So maybe he does better in his next match because I didn't expect to win. Next game, I switch over back to Azoth, and then I try a little bit harder. Not that I wasn't trying in the Rayman match. I was trying, and he just beat me because he actually mains Rayman. So I was like, all right, fuck this. I'm gonna lock into Azoth, and then he barely beat me. Both like deep red. One stock left. He wins, and I was like,
a very intense match.
Very intense match. I look over at him and I go, you know I can't let you 3-0 me, right? And then I walk into Chun-Li, and then I 3-stock his ass. And I look at him and I said, what did I say? You can't 3-stock me.
You're trash talking this kid?
Yes! Because I thought it was funny at the time. And then he's like, okay. And he picks up his phone to check the time, and he's just like... And I was like, oh, no, oh. Because I was like, in my head, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Maybe I'll try to wreak havoc, get the losers bracket. And then, like, I realized that he was, like, just fucking
super
nervous. And I was like, oh, fuck this. And then... I tried on the first stock, and then I let him get me the last two, and I was like, fucking go kill shit in the losers bracket.
And then he lost.
Well, he didn't win.
Yeah.
He didn't win. I don't know how he ended up, but he didn't win.
So, I enjoyed it. I personally don't like playing on LAN because, I don't know, Brawl's an online game to me. It doesn't feel as good in person as it does online, to me. But I had fun playing. I always enjoy playing, even if I go 0-2. So how about some of the BCX reveals? Where do we start?
Are you
there?
not going to talk about people walking up?
No, I'm gonna save that for a rant next episode.
Oh, come on. Oh, it's so
We're doing a little bit of a different format. In person,
Did I not call it that he wasn't going to talk about it because he wants to yell about it? He wants to yell about it?
I'm not going to get into that. It's really fucking annoying when people come up to you mid-set and want to have a full-blown conversation.
Yo, man, are you playing on a motherfucking fight stick? I know you're in the middle of a tournament match, but, like, you play on that thing?
Shake my hand.
Shake my hand.
I want to shake his hand.
Is that Arcadia on your fight stick, bro?
Yeah.
Shake my hand. Oh,
Like-
my God, look how we are fucking...
So, no, we'll save that.
right,
I don't want
we'll
to get
save
into that.
There were no negatives to BCX.
No negatives at all.
Until next episode.
Yeah. Next episode, once it sinks in, a lot of negatives. So, first news item we have, sorry, I got to refer to my show notes here. First news item we have for BCX reveals, Metadev Val. We did not guess that at all.
No, but we should have. It's
Why?
pretty obvious. Because you got, like, old Santee, Simba, Double Val. Like, Val's always been in the meta, kind of.
It makes sense now, like, thinking about it. But I would have not have guessed Val would have got another skin this year that was, like, so high profile.
I think at this point I've realized BMG, I almost said Bungie. BMG does not care about how many skins a legend has.
No, not at all.
Mordex has how many now? Double digits, maybe?
Probably.
Probably.
Same thing with crossovers. Like, they'll give the same legend another crossover. Even if it doesn't really fit well.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about this fucking crossover.
So, okay, I'll get to that in a minute. Metadev Val, it's a cool skin. I really like this Metadev. I don't play Val. Mm-hmm. And I already got an Akuma skin for her, so...
I like Metadevs because we've talked about this before, but how the skin is literally just the base skin, but a little different.
With a rhinestone on it.
With a rhinestone on it, yeah.
It's cool, because you don't always realize when you're playing against one.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's just default skin. No, it's a Metadev.
It's like, you have to like know Brawlhalla a little bit to realize it's a Metadev, right?
Yeah.
Like a noob is going to be like, oh, I played a Bryn, and then they play Metadev Bryn, and then they're like, oh, well.
It's kind of meta, actually. Because the devs of Brawlhalla look like regular people. So, to get a Metadev skin, you have to meet them, but they only look a little bit different than normal people. Alright, that didn't quite...
No, you're right.
That didn't quite hit the
You're
way
good. I needed... You were cooking, and I was like, I gotta throw some fucking Chemical X in this on purpose. But you're right. Every time I see Metagame Mike, I'm just like...
I legit...
What a beautiful man.
When you were like, Metagame Mike's over there, I'm like... That guy looks a little bit different than just a Mike. But...
He's Metagame Mike.
Yeah, but I didn't realize he was the person responsible for these game design decisions.
I was like... He did the same thing last year with Battle Boots. Like, whenever we were playtesting that, when we were playtesting the new Legend, he's just like hovering over, just like watching everybody.
This is my baby.
Like,
enjoy it.
He's so, like, not proud in a bad way, but like, he's just like almost like watching your kid do their first baseball
That's
game
like
or
your first
something.
review. Like,
yeah.
That's how you assess whether it's hitting right or not. So, I get it. Crossover. We got a new crossover announcement.
What the fuck? SpongeBob?
I thought you were excited about this.
I am.
Oh, okay.
But I'm excited because finally Rayman gets another crossover. So because I'd use Dawson because I don't play Rayman
Dawson's
because I don't
fucking
know
cool.
anything about Rayman. Never played a Rayman game, so I felt like a poser. And then the same thing with Dawson because I never played Dawson in Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I watched hella SpongeBob though. The karate episode specifically. So SpongeBob, great choice. Patrick Taros?
It's a weird decision.
But the thing is, can you think of anything else you could give to Patrick?
No, I couldn't. I don't think I would have chosen Patrick as one of the characters for it.
Imagine if we got Larry. We could be living like Larry.
Larry. Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs would have been good. What do you think the KO effect's going to be?
I didn't even think of the
I didn't
KO
either,
effect, dude.
Till just now.
I hope it involves the pirate from the intro somehow.
Yes. With the voice effect and everything. So we got Patrick, we got SpongeBob, and we got Sandy. How do you feel about Sandy?
What was who was Sandy?
Sandy is
Cassidy.
Cassidy. Yeah. Thank you.
Cassidy. The best thing about Jacob is he's just...
He knows.
Oh, wait. I'm going to bleep that out. The best thing about Loverlady is the fact that he's just so on it. He was trying to mouth it to me because I looked over at him. And then he realized that I'm not smart enough to pick up on the lip reading. So he just... It's Cassidy. It's fucking Cassidy. Oh, my God. At first, I thought that was kind of dumb, but then I realized
No, it's so perfect.
Cassidy Cow. I forgot Sandy was from Texas.
Sandy's from Texas.
It was perfect, actually.
That is my favorite aspect about that is that not just that it's a good fit. I think it's a good fit for her, but the fact that Cassidy's a cowgirl, excuse me, and Sandy Cheeks is from Texas, land of the cowgirls. It's a good addition. I'm excited to see all the other. I hope one of the avatars is a Doodle Bob.
Yes.
We need a Doodle Bob avatar. Emojis. Do you think there's gonna be any emojis?
Please.
Plankton Rage.
Plankton Rage, bro!
Oh my God, that would be perfect.
Yes.
I want just like a really bougie, like maybe sunglasses on, Pearl, thumbs down. Because I feel like they typically do like characters from the series that didn't get a skin as the emojis.
Oh yeah. Well,
Panda in Panda was the KO effect.
Yeah.
And like the guy that we thought should have been a Tezuka skin. What was his name?
King.
What?
King.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know anything about that. But he got an emoji, right?
He did. He got the thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
I love that I have a producer over here now.
I just gave a thumbs down.
And we're already picking up on that.
I know, it's perfect.
New legend weapons. Cannon and spear. My boy, Charles Oakley, is living life again.
Lances for incels, a.k.a.
Charles Oakley.
A.k.a.
Core
says
thumbs up.
A.k.a.
Crayola giraffe.
A.k.a. There's definitely one more.
Toxic. There was a toxic one. Toxic was in the name.
Man of many names.
The man of many names, 34 Charles Oakley, is living life right now. He probably threw the biggest party of his life tonight. Because we are getting a spear and cannon legend, the two weapons he plays the most. And the legend is fucking awesome.
Oh my God. So
let's start with cannon.
Yeah, because that's like, it's cool, but it's not the spear.
So they revealed it, and then they had certain setups in Pit Row that had the legend unlocked, or not unlocked, but playable. Man, that is so much more annoying in person than it is on podcast.
I almost went to mute. I went to mute the mic because I usually try to do it whenever I vape during the podcast. I was like, oh wait, no, he uses the same fucking mic.
So, Canon InSig. It's like a little diagonal 45-degree angle double shot scoot forward thing.
Oh, but the cool thing is, if you hold it, you can hold it, and then there's a timer. When that timer's up, you'll immediately
scoot
crawl.
forward. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll crawl and do double shots, or you can immediately.
So you can either delay it or attack right away. Pretty cool. I think it'll have some uses. Mm-hmm. Side sig's the same way. You can either it scoots forward and shoots a short blast. You can either immediately shoot it or hold it and you'll run forward, kind of like Arcadia's.
Like the Beetle.
Yeah, Beetle.
Mm-hmm. Except it's a fucking cannon.
It's a cannon on legs.
Monster.
Yeah, it's super cool. And then my favorite of the cannon sigs, the D sig, the fucking rocket. So you hold the cannon vertically, and then it turns into a rocket, and you can charge it, and you go up even higher, or you can just let it go, and it's really fast, and you go up.
It's like an uppercut.
Yeah, it's kind of like an uppercut.
You can also control it.
What?
Yes. I was watching Josiah play it, and he would.
You can go a diagonal.
Yeah, you could move it a little bit.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Coolest cannon legend.
And we've not even got to the fucking spear.
We've not got to the spear, so you go ahead and hit me with the spear.
I also gotta point out the cannon down sig sends downwards as well. If you hit it from the bottom.
Oh, because it hits stacked.
Not stacked. There's a very specific part of the bottom of the cannon where if you hit the little poof at the bottom and it's off stage, then it will send the opponent down.
What?
It's so weird. He literally, Josiah, had TWK come over and was like, "Is this intentional?" And he was like, "Yes." But we don't know if it's gonna stay.
There's so much tech to be learned.
Every time we commented on something about the weapon when we were talking to Metagame Mike, he'd be like, I mean, right now it does, but
yeah, he would give us little teasers about it. He's like, it does this right now, but
did you add to the show notes the stuff that Foda might have teased?
No, I did not.
All right, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that too.
All I can say is that it's not as cool as the spear stuff.
Oh my god, dude.
On to the spear stuff, thanks to the special intermission from Lover Lady.
Also, we need a producer.
We do need a producer.
Remember when we teased a year and a half ago that, hey guys, we might be doing this in person now, because I was going to move to Phoenix, and then that didn't happen. This could have been us a year and a half ago.
We wouldn't be recording still if this was a year and a half.
Shit the bed.
So spear on the new legend. Go ahead, take over.
So I think I can't remember who it was. Who was the first person I played with? Was it me? And
Lover
you?
Lady.
No, it was me and Lover Lady. And I want to say I was locked the fuck in. I was ready to win. Because last year on Battle Boots, he was the first person I beat with Battle Boots, first match ever. Him and his brother just killed him. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna unplug the controller. I have a perfect record with Battle Boots. I am done. So I was locked the fuck in because I wanted a repeat back to back. I don't even remember who won. Probably him, because it turns out he's a lot better than me. But he was like, what is this? I can't remember exactly how it happened, but he was like, did he just put something on the spear? And
yeah.
And I was like, what are you talking about? And then it was you.
Yeah.
You said it, because we were both locked the fuck in.
Because you guys were just doing D-Sig,
Yeah.
and it was slightly changing, but you couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
And then you realize that, when they do the D-Sig, they're equipping it to the spear, and they put a flamethrower on a spear. Go ahead.
You were popping off. It took me off guard. But so when it comes to the spear, the down sig doesn't have a lot of force. If you hit somebody with it, because it's literally you just equipping the weapon. The thing about it that makes it really balanced to have a character that has so many different sig variations, or not so many, but more than
normal,
the average,
more than 6.
Yeah, more than 6. Is it makes you really vulnerable. Like, it's very easy to punish somebody doing that signature because it has a very low... It felt like it had a very low hitbox. So if someone wasn't grounded and just walking straight in your direction, you're not going to hit them with it.
Right.
But, so what changes exactly? It's the side sig is just the animation? Or no?
No, the side sig, yeah. So the side sig like felt like it was just the animation, but it actually changes the force, how far it travels, and the I think it's the speed of it. So like in the lightning mode, it's a little bit faster and goes a little bit further, but it doesn't hit as hard. And then in the flame mode, it hits harder and it doesn't go quite as far, but it has more force.
The side sig felt very Azoth in the way of like, it would be spinning and then like right where the animation stops, I barely dink somebody and then they're gone.
They're gone. Yeah.
Just gone. Now the neutral signature is the coolest one. If I'm thinking of the neutral signature, yeah. So the electric one is just a really quick jab. Just boop. And the at the moment, side light, down light, gravity cancel, in-sig.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not very good with the terminology.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
In my brain, I know what I'm doing.
D-light to in-sig's true.
Yeah, that thing is true, and it's really fucking just... And then the
fast.
flame one has a way bigger hitbox. That thing is going to be devastating whenever you cancel slide, or not cancel slide, but slide charge off the side of the map.
Off stage, yeah. It covers so much space.
Such a big hitbox.
I think it might be my favorite spear kit, and that's saying something when Arcadia exists.
What I told Metagame Mike was this is the most fun I've had on spear in a long time, and I made spear.
Is that it?
Oh, that was okay. We're supposed to bounce off of each other. I'm used to a little bit of a delay.
Yeah. No delay here. We are in person. Another out of left field announcement they had.
Is it the Roblox?
The Roblox weapon simulator?
Yeah, weapon simulation or simulator.
So I've never played Roblox. Have you played Roblox?
I hate that you asked that question because recently I have.
Recently?
I'm going to go off on a quick tangent.
Okay.
So I got a very tight-knit crew, Cake Nation, that does Destiny raids together. We got like 14 of us. We got like 2 raid crews worth. We've been playing hella Destiny, which is why I had to pay to complete the Brawlhalla Battle Pass. But recently everyone's got kind of stale with Destiny because it's like an off-season. New content coming, but it ain't here yet. So a couple guys started playing Roblox. And I was like, I'm sorry. I thought you were in your late 20s. The fuck are you doing? Lock the fuck in. And they're like, but we're playing this One Piece game. It's so cool. And
wait, there's One Piece in there?
So it's
because it's like a sandbox.
Yeah, it's a sandbox game.
I gotcha.
So like, we're just playing this One Piece game. And I was like, Mark, have you ever watched One Piece? He goes, no, I never watched the One Piece. And I was like, then why are you locked the fuck in right now? But they wouldn't stop playing it. And then they're like, hey, if you want, we can all play do you remember the OG Slender Man game? Where you had to find the pages? You could just play that in Roblox. And I was like, all right, download. And then we played it, and I screamed and almost peed myself a little bit. But, so I have played Roblox recently. The fact that BMG just gave me a reason to play Roblox with these guys.
Are you going to?
I have to.
So it gives you like Brawlhalla themed skins or items or whatever.
No, it's like a whole game mode.
Yeah. No, it's a game mode, but like you unlock Brawlhalla themed stuff in Roblox for playing it. So like you get you can unlock I don't know how Roblox works. You can get a scythe in the Roblox world that looks like Mordex's scythe. So I don't know how it's gonna work. It's a limited time event.
I feel like I only saw Mordex and Hattori. And then Loki. Loki's like a boss.
Yeah.
Were those the only legends?
That I saw, yeah. I don't know how it's going to work, but you can unlock stuff in Roblox by playing it. And it's like a 2-week event. And goes right up to... So it's November 15th to the 29th. Right up to the SpongeBob release date.
Oh. They're so good at stacking releases, dude.
They're trying to get the Zoomers into Brawlhalla, man. The late Zoomers.
Oh my god.
So
Marketing geniuses.
yeah, so these 2013 boomers
Matt, you're doing a great job.
that are playing Roblox are going to be like, what the heck's Brawlhalla? I've never heard of this. And they're going to boot it up. And it'll say, SpongeBob coming soon to Brawlhalla. And they're going to be like, I need to try this out. So they're just like, getting the kids addicted to the drugs, man. Getting the kids addicted to the drugs.
First one's free, baby.
First one's free.
No one ever tried to give me free drugs, by the way. I think Dare lied to me.
No, they definitely hyped that up way too much. I thought that I was going to be getting approached regularly trying to...
So it was that, schools catching on fire, and quicksand. Thought I'd run into a lot of
quicksand. So yeah, Roblox. The next crossover, maybe? Who knows?
Sure the fuck. Oh my god.
Other announcements or like pseudo announcements. So at the very end of bracket, just before like loser semis, maybe they did a voice recording of the audience screaming a bunch of lines from the game because we're gonna get voiceover packs.
I didn't say anything.
Allegedly. Oh, I can tell.
I was here last year. I've heard it all before, Foda. And I never got the voice pack. It never came out.
So yeah, they recorded the whole crowd saying things like 3, 2, 1, brawl, and
which is a very awesome thing to experience.
that was cool. Good game.
I guess he said that they just messed it up last year, so they're redoing it.
It's going to be messed up this year because it sounded horrible while I was there, so it's going to sound
You
horrible.
don't know what sound technicians are?
No, I do, but like there's no way. There's no way you're going to make that sound good enough for a voiceover pack.
How much you want to bet that it's going to
Maybe
sound bad?
$3.
All right. $3 that it sounds good when it comes out.
If it comes out. Because we've heard this before.
$3 more that it does come out.
So, one of the things that he had to shout was, continue? What does that mean?
So, hopefully a story mode. Hopefully that's what pops up when you lose to a story character. Or it could be like a tower character.
Oh, like a Mortal Kombat tower mode?
Yeah, because like the continue normally is like put another coin in.
Yeah, it's an arcade
so
style.
It's obviously arcade reference. But it's obviously just a reference. It's not going to be like, hey, do you want to continue? Give us 10 mammoth coins.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't put it past them.
Ubisoft, don't give them any ideas. I hope that it's a story mode.
I don't think it's going to be. I can see it being a game mode. Like a tower style game mode where you go through the tower but not a full blown like story mode. Fighting games in story modes just generally fall flat. So that was one of the voiceovers that they had to shout. Another one was green team wins, yellow team wins.
Yeah. There might have been another color, but
I think it was just green and yellow. So your theory was that we'll be able to choose green and yellow in 2v2.
Yeah, in 2v2 for like tournament play.
Yeah. I think that's a good one. I think that's probably the most realistic explanation for it. I also thought maybe they're going to have a 2v2v2 mode. So 3 teams or 4 teams, 2v2v2v2. But yours is probably the correct answer there. Were there any other announcements that we missed?
I don't think.
Nothing
I think those
major.
were the two things that he teased.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. It might be a thing.
Yeah, just like voiceover packs might be a thing. Who knows, Foda? Be on our podcast.
You can't be mad about that. That's my thing.
I can't be mad at it.
You experienced it for the first time. I like how the first 10 of them. You were like,
I was getting hyped.
You're like 3, 2, 1, bro, and then you looked at me and you're like, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm like,
that was the last one.
I'm experiencing this on my own. No, I wanted to be part of it with you, and you didn't want to be part of it. And now I know why. So
I told you why right then and there. It's like, I didn't go to detail. I just looked at you and said, I've heard this all before.
Yeah. I got the full story later.
Yeah.
So that was day 3 of BCX today. Overall, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good time.
Was it better than DreamHack?
Oh, dude, it was so much better. DreamHack was a waste of my time. I did not enjoy DreamHack.
It's because you had to deal with Halo players, right?
You just had to deal with every other degenerate gaming community there is. And a small sliver of Brawlhalla. This was all Brawlhalla.
Can I say one random out-of-pocket thing about BCX or Brawlhalla players in general?
Go for it.
Didn't run into a single smelly kid last year. Didn't run into a single smelly kid this year.
Brawlhalla players do smell good. Oh, they don't smell bad.
They pop the fuck off. We got a real live female right here agreeing. Yeah, for sure.
It didn't stink. And
Smell
I'm thankful
pretty good.
for that. So that was BCX. Now how about Atlanta? The highlight.
Wild city.
So I give Rox a lot of grief for being a complete degenerate. And I think Rox has found my degeneracy IRL. So, we'll start with day 1, Thursday. You got in about 5 o'clock.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
The traffic was a bitch.
So, you were extremely delayed. I was waiting around to go get dinner. I had finally settled on dinner. I wanted wings. Atlanta's not known for many things related to food, but they are known for lemon pepper wet wings. And there are many places to get lemon pepper wet wings, but the best ones I found are at Magic City Kitchen. So I'm waiting on Rox. Go ahead.
Oh, no.
Okay, you look, you want to say something.
I was about to, but I stopped myself.
Okay.
I didn't want to. You go.
So I'm like, we're getting wings from Magic City Kitchen Thursday night. What better way to welcome everyone to Atlanta than wings from Magic City Kitchen? Come to find out, it's attached to a strip club. I don't mind. I'll go order wings from a strip club. So Rox gets in at 5 o'clock. I'm gone. I'm at Magic City Kitchen waiting on my lemon pepper wets. And sweetest lady making the wings. She was like, hey, you called this order in. I got swamped. I had to dump some new wings. You're up next. It'll be 15 minutes. It was not 15 minutes. It was like 25 minutes. And she comes out and goes, Logan, thank you so much.
Man just doxed his name on the podcast.
That is the first time, huh? That's okay. She goes,
That's okay. That's fine.
she goes, Logan, you are such a relief, baby. She was
What?
because I was so patient with her. I was so patient, and I knew she was working very hard because there were more people ordering wings than there were tipping dancers. People were there for the wings, and there just so happened to be naked ladies. And that's one of my favorite.
It's a trend in Atlanta, apparently.
That's my favorite thing about Atlanta.
Very little stripper population.
We'll get to that. So I come back to the Airbnb, give Rox's big old hug, and we have wings. And what are your thoughts on lemon pepper wets?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Best wings you've had?
Yes.
Hands down.
Well, here's the thing. Not the best cooked or like crispiness or like any...
No,
nothing about the wing was like spectacular. It's just the sauce.
Just the sauce. They had to survive a 20-minute drive back.
I've never in my life liked lemon pepper or anything because it's Wesley loves it. And
Okay.
it's normally like a dry rub or like it's like on salmon or like chicken.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I want savory. I want meat with fucking meat seasoning. It's like, I want you to turn the whole cow into a salt. My sister made bacon salt one year for Christmas. Sidetrack.
Oh, yeah, good stuff.
It's got a little bit of bacon in it. It's like salt with like bacon grease mixed in. I don't know
Yeah.
how she made it, but it was
It's so
fucking
good.
fire. But I want that. I don't want fucking lemon. I don't want sour and sweet with my
Get
meat.
your vegetables off my meat.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. It was the best fucking sauce I've ever had in my life.
So we had the lemon pepper, we had a jerk sauce, and
Caribbean jerk.
Justice Magic, which I don't know what it was, but it was delicious.
Good.
And that was basically our Thursday night. We played some games, had a good time. Friday was a blur because of 2v2, and like I just completely blocked that out of my memory.
We got beat to death so hard, you just like your brain was
yeah,
like, he
it
doesn't
shut
need to
off.
remember this.
I don't need to experience this again. But we did end up going to Bold Monk Brewing for dinner, which is a cool little. It's a brewery, but they have a bookshop attached, which you didn't go up and check out.
I'm just learning of this.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
I thought I had told you about this.
I don't think so. Well, I don't know. I don't think you.
All right, so we were sitting at the bar. You went to the bathroom, right?
Yes.
You're really thinking about it.
You hit me with that question so fast. I was was locked in on like listening mode. I wasn't expecting
You
to
weren't
get like a
expecting
call
a
and
question.
answer kind of thing. Yeah.
So you went to the bathroom. There were stairs that go upstairs, not downstairs. Upstairs.
Didn't even see him.
There's a whole bookstore up there. That's part of the restaurant.
They got manga?
No, they didn't. They had Dr. Seuss though. I don't know why I don't know why my mind went from manga to Dr. Seuss, but that was the logical progression.
You're like, no, I know why. And you're like, no, you fucking child, but they did have Dr. Seuss.
So this is our first time with a live audience. This is actually great.
I know it's kind of weird, but also great.
So they got a bookstore upstairs, and
also,
then
when we're done here, we need you guys to record a laugh track that I can edit every once in a while.
We already
so
got
when you're
it.
not laughing now, I can just.
Yeah, that was a funny moment. Bookstore, and then you walk out, and they got a whole beer garden you can just go hang out in. And it's pretty beautiful. There's like a bunch of old big trees and stuff surrounding it. Super cool place. Nothing to write home about, but good place. Saturday, we did not play in the tournament until 3 p.m., so we had a lot of time to kill.
That was the day we planned to do so much shit. Like we were gonna get there at 10 o'clock,
Get
play
knocked
our
out.
matches, go 0-2, and do all the shit in Atlanta.
And that was quickly squashed.
Yep.
So we had to get all our shit done that we wanted to do, then go play. Which is not the... I had no clue how to handle that. Because I just wanted to be in game mode and then chill mode. I had to go chill mode, game mode, chill mode, and I was not ready for it. So we started off about probably, 10 o'clock? Ended
Yeah.
up going over...
Yeah, because we dropped...
We dropped everyone off at the... Because everyone else was lucky enough to get in early brackets.
we had a 10 a.m., noon, and then me and you both 3 o'clock. I need to also lock the fuck in here.
End up going to MLK's birth home, which I had that on our itinerary. I didn't know when we were going to fit it in, but like that was, in my opinion, the best time to go. We got there right as they were getting ready to wrap up the in-house tours. They do a 2-hour guided tour every day from 10 to 2 or 10 to noon. We got there at about 11:30. You just take a quick tour through the house. Super cool. I love, I'm not a big history nerd. I now know you are. But but I enjoy history, and I enjoy American history, and I enjoy especially stuff about American history that... go ahead.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yeah.
Which side used, in World War II, which side used the MG42?
The South.
Which side used the Browning MG?
The South.
I said World War II.
It was totally not the North versus the South.
Well, that was the Civil War.
You never played Axis versus Allies?
No,
Oh
brother.
my god. Germans used the MG42, bro.
Apparently, we're not recording a podcast anymore. We're just walking off.
No, we still
recording.
recording. I'm still in the camera frame. Great, now I have to edit that because you seem pissed.
So MLK home, great place to stop.
Fantastic
You
place.
really ruined the whole momentum there.
It was a beautiful home. The one thing that I didn't much care for was right at the beginning. She was like, only 10% of this stuff was actually here. By the way,
That's an important time to tell that, I think.
it is, but it kind of like
Ruins the vibe.
yeah, like kind of right off the rip.
I feel like the interior, like the walls and some of the linens, like I feel like most of those were like genuine because they were very specific. Don't touch the fabric. Don't touch the walls. What?
I touched one of the.
What the fuck?
I forgot to tell you this, but the you know the British guy that was with us.
Yeah.
I was behind you guys, and you were taking in the beautiful home, and the guide had mentioned like something out the window, like looking outside. And me and
open
him,
the window?
No. We were both looking. Me and this guy, we were both like looking out the window, and I just instinctively, it's just like a little drape. I went like this, and like push it open just a little bit, and I go. and I look at him. I go, I was just supposed to touch that, and he goes,
Oh, that's
because I was like, if I can't touch it, it's roped off. And then I was like, wait, I don't think I'm supposed to touch that.
I know exactly which one you're talking about too, because I also looked out it. I did not touch it.
You didn't touch
though.
it?
No. So we spent about half an hour there, and then we go over to Little 5 Points, which is like a it's just a strip of shops and restaurants and stuff. Kind of, I would say it's like in an older part of Atlanta, probably. But bunch of shops. I wanted to go into some record shops, got some records, and then Rox was like, "Let's walk into this shop."
Well, we were walking, and like we were just going in a general direction, and then out of the corner of my eye, I see buy weird stuff here. And I was like,
Why not?
all right, let's go in here.
So we go in there and look around. A lot of taxidermied stuff. There was like a jackal thing, and there was I think there was a rabbit.
It was
maybe?
it was a goth shop where like, hey, do you want to buy a little crucifix? It's got like a little fetus that is dressed up like Frankenstein for some reason. That's where you go to buy that.
That's
kind
where
of
you
shit.
would go to buy that. If you say, where would I buy this? That's the place. As long as it's weird. We got a couple souvenirs. You know, nothing major.
You're not gonna go into detail.
No, not gonna go into detail.
All right,
you want to go into detail? No,
No.
We'll save it. Save it. Go to the weird shop on Little 5 Points if you're ever in Atlanta. Then we go get some burgers at Vortex. Great bar, great grill.
The entrance was a giant skull.
Oh yeah, huge skull, and then
Cool as
like
hell.
a bunch of. I imagine they decorated that place by going down to the oddity shop and buying them out, and they just put stuff up as they get new stock in.
There was just a motorcycle hanging from the ceiling over a small table. I was like, if I came in here and ate, and it had a skeleton attached
Riding
to
it.
And
Yeah.
I was like, if I came here regularly, I would sit there every time just in case that fell. Easiest lawsuit in the world.
Free little devil sliders for life.
They were
They
fire,
were good.
too.
Fried pickles were good too. So we get done there, then we go play. You already heard that story. And then we chill out until the best moment of Atlanta. We went to the Claremont Lounge, the world famous Claremont Lounge where strippers go to die. I love strip clubs. I know you didn't research much about it beforehand, right?
No.
So give me your initial impression when you walked in the door.
I was like, man, there's a lot of people here that aren't naked.
You can't find a stripper. And you see a lady, sorry for my audio viewers, you won't get the visual here, full crab position with a bucket.
Bro, the guy from Toy Story, like the guy who bought all the toys, like, you know, glasses, I don't know his name.
Yeah.
Man got love made to him in a corner. Oh my, I just want to know. I feel like this is going to get us in so much trouble on YouTube.
Keep in mind her breasts are out to like here. She goes, whips them out, and expect you to put your face in there. And then she would sit back and she would laugh at you. But it smelled so nice. So I'm locked the fuck in. It starts
That's
off,
his wife, by the way.
who was also there. She ignores me for a whole 30 seconds as she pulls 6 feet of pearl necklace out of her and the pearls are doing this. The pearls are doing this. The song is wrapping up. She pulls her pearls off, slips them back in her.
She did it multiple times.
I think we might have to just edit this whole segment out and just make this a part of a separate YouTube channel.
Don't worry. The wheels are turning. You just go as deep as you want. One of the tattoos she had was a small handlebar mustache right above her genitalia.
I just want to apologize for making the audience experience that. I hope it doesn't reflect poorly on my values. And I hope you don't think anything less of me. And I'll do better. I'll do better. Overall, top 2 strip club experience for me. It does not top Stripperoke at the Devil's Point in Portland, Oregon. Highly recommend.
Check out our D-Light series that died shortly after it was created. He tells that story.
I do tell that story. It was a good one.
Star Wars is involved.
Star Wars is involved. I think it's top 2. I don't think it takes that spot for number 1 yet, but I will definitely go back if I'm ever in Atlanta again. Sunday. Today. We just hung out at BCX all day.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow
We hung out in the lobby most of the time just drinking beer.
Yeah, we hung out at the lobby quite a bit. It was a good time, but nothing outside of BCX that you haven't already heard. Tomorrow, we're going to the aquarium and maybe getting tattoos.
Maybe, perhaps.
We'll see.
Do you want to tell them the secret you told me? About...
No. We'll say that secret.
Save that because it might be a story later?
Because it might be a story later.
Oh, this could be foreshadowing, though.
I'll probably pass out if I get a tattoo. And that concludes our trip to Atlanta and BCX.
It's been an absolute blast.
I love travel tournaments and the experience, like, because I play Killer Queen, and you have to travel for that. You're playing in various cities, and just the getting into a new city and like being excited about the things that you're going to experience that are just slightly different than your normal everyday day-to-day life. Those are such magical moments. Like, I couldn't experience in a given weekend what I experienced in Atlanta unless I was here. So I love travel tournaments, and I love getting out to different cities and experiencing what they have to offer because they all have something just a little bit different. So I had a lot of fun, and I'm glad we got to do a podcast in person.
It was a rough start at the beginning, and I can't wait to play the blooper reel. But it's so weird, and it feels like we should do more. Woo! That's somehow more awkward than the first one.
Peace.
Like the best part of this whole trip is just the last time I was here, I was like, oh, damn, Atlanta's pretty fucking cool. Just driving through it, me and Noah, who was a blast to hang out with. He better be here next year. I know you're watching. I will strike you down if you're not here next year. But like we went to like Hard Rock Cafe, and I remember thinking like the downtown area was so cool because we had to park and like walk to the restaurant. I was like, this is a nice downtown. I saw a subway system for the first time in my life, like the entrance, and I was like, whew, that's kind of cool. Yeah. I seen that in TV in like the movies sometimes.
Yeah, J6. Yeah, hop on the J6 or the B3.
Yeah, that thing. But it was just like cool. And I was like, Atlanta's kind of cool. I'd like to experience more of this. And I just spent a lot of time at the venue. And then this year, I spent the amount needed at the venue, and then we just fucking blasted through Atlanta and saw some weird shit.
You got to see as much as possible in as little time as possible while also getting the BCX experience. And I recommend that to anyone who's traveling to cities they've never been to. So
this man made a whole ass itinerary before we got here.
We didn't quite hit
months
everything.
In advance.
We didn't hit everything, but we got a lot of it.
We still got tomorrow.
Still got tomorrow.
All right.
All right. Now are you ready?
Am I doing the outro?
Yeah. I already tried to do the outro. We squashed that.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You fucking Spotify listeners. I know you're listening on fucking Apple Podcasts and Spotify and all that shit. Just give us some subs. When people look us up, it's on YouTube first. We got no subs. Come sub, please. I'm begging. Also, photo be on the fucking podcast already. I'm probably gonna cut before that.
Yeah, that's fine. Peace. That was such an awkward ending.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to edit so much of this, and
Yeah.
but it's gonna be the best podcast we've ever done.
Good lord.